Hello and welcome back to Point to Play Games for some more Gibbous the Cthulhu adventure. Last time we managed to get an alcoholic to stop being one by giving him coffee. We managed to knock out a, hotel owner in, being Finman. And by knockout, I mean give him a special cookie, which actually didn't do anything, and had this gentleman here by the name of Barnabas punch him directly in the side of the head. We then discovered that Barnabas has actually been looking for the person that we've been looking for, whose name is escaping me. I think it's like Ben Ohm something or other. But either way, we have discovered that he's a very unusual character, and he always seems to slip away but leaves some sort of clue behind. So, let's start searching for that clue.
Just a mug and a pitcher of coffee. Nothing to shine any kind of light on this Olmstein character.
Yes, Olmstein. Ben Olmstein, that's his last name.
It is just a hotel room, so it's not really telling me anything. Except the fact that Olmstein drinks coffee.
Very important. It's a good thing that we know that now.
Yes, I can confirm. It's domestic junk.
Alright, you've made your point. Okay, so we obviously have this piece of paper right here. Some feathers, apparently, a suitcase. I like how it just describes it as a domestic area. I didn't notice that. Let's look at the portraits.
A particularly unattractive representative of the fishmoth population. I'd place him anywhere between fearsomely fishy and repulsively reptilian. Just, this town, man.
Well, it's about time we realized it.
Definitely not souvenir material.
Oh, I think it would be, but that's fine, I suppose.
That big window overlooks the smelly intersection outside. Looks like the only way out, so I guess Olmstein jumped. But we didn't see or hear anything.
And perhaps he didn't jump.
It's closed from the outside, which makes it even stranger.
Alright, that essentially confirms he did not jump out of the window.
This just keeps getting more and more complicated.
Did you? Kitty just rolled in place and did a very cat-like
Already
thing.
seen the view. It stinks.
Sounds about right. Alright, we have the obvious things we can look at, but I just want to look at the suitcase first.
Completely empty. Either Olmstein travels light or he's just wearing everything right now.
We can obviously also talk to Barnabas, but I think I want to wait on that because I feel like we'll have to talk to him after.
Or it's just a ruse and he has no need for things like clothes and...
You're going off the deep end, buddy.
Right. Snapping out of it.
But yeah, no, we could probably try talking to Barnabas, who seems like a relatively trustworthy fellow, but we should probably just kind of wait.
A conspicuous piece of paper lying on Olmstein's bed.
I'm glad we called it conspicuous.
I really hope it's of some significance.
I mean, if we're lucky.
It's okay, I can handle it.
I don't know if I believe that about Buzz. I don't think he can actually handle anything without his friend and companion that, again, is very much a cat and also stares at the mouse pointer when not doing cat-like things. Alright, let's pick it up. Is that bizarre breadcrumbs? What on earth? Well, that's interesting. We also have the feathers.
Crow's feathers strewn all over the place. Is this guy some kind of bird enthusiast?
The word you're looking for is ornithophile.
I thought you couldn't read.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Apparently, Kid A
This
can
has
read.
got to be some kind of symbol, right? One whose significance eludes me, that's for sure.
That's fair.
They're interesting, but not pick up and carry around interesting.
Well, if you say so, I think everything is pick up and carry around interesting in these types of games.
Hey, look at that. It's a pretty neat painting of the harbor. Accurate, too. Although I don't see old Zadok pictured, so maybe not that accurate. You can almost smell the decayed fish through the canvas.
That sounds about right.
Kitty couldn't care less.
Guess not.
Definitely not souvenir material.
Alright, well, the important part is now we get to stare at Barnabas and see what we have to say about him, because if I do this... Yeah, we've looked at everything else.
Impressive looking fella.
He has quite the voice, too. He kind of sounds like Mufasa.
That's Barnabas, if he's to be believed.
Alright.
No, I should speak to him.
Okay, well, here we go.
I found this drawing. Can you make any sense of it?
Olmstein's sign. Why would he leave it here again?
What is it? What does it mean?
I've seen it before, yes. I know not what it means, but it must have been left here for you.
Me? But how could he know I was coming? And why me again? Why me?
It is the role you play in this, and questioning it is a waste of time.
Roll? Well, I mean, we got roll. What roll? Help me understand more about Necronomicon. About Olmstein and the Necronomicon. Let's talk about the roll real quick.
Roll? What roll? Finding the book was an accident. It was just bad luck.
That is how the tome works. The roles are defined, but the book is pure chaos.
I guess I want to know more about Olmstein.
Help me understand more about Olmstein. I need to find him. I need to change my cat back.
That is your stake in all of this?
Hey, that has a name, buddy. Sort of.
Let me see. How did you know?
How did you come to know of Bob Olmstein?
That is a story for another time.
Very helpful.
Why is his name Bob Olmstein? I mean, you call him Mother and all that, but his name is so common.
There must be a reason for that, but does it really matter? Not to me.
I can already tell just how helpful he's going to be.
What's Olmstein's game? Is it good? Is he evil?
These are questions that I cannot outright answer with a yes or no. All I have is my belief and some suppositions, and the former is much more powerful than the latter. If they do exist, maybe the answers are not meant for the likes of us. What we must do is play our roles.
What belief?
I believe I must try and stay by his side, and right now I am failing at that.
What was Olmstein up to here in Fishmouth?
Perhaps checking on some seeds he had planted.
Oh man, I just know you're speaking figuratively and it's just that cryptic stuff again that drives me mad. No offense, but why can't you just talk like normal people?
I'm not normal people.
Of course you're not.
Alright, is there anything at all that one would consider helpful?
But is there anything helpful you can tell me about Olmstein?
I can tell you some things, I guess. He might seem ever-changing, yes, but balance and rules, these too are in his nature. Self-imposed balance and rules.
I'm sure you can be more specific than that. What rules?
Do you ever watch the moon, Buzz Koan?
Buzz seems like the type of guy who would stare at the moon, every now and then. He stares at everything else.
Yeah, occasionally.
There is something about it, its phases. They seem to correlate to important events and to how he affects this world. But in which way exactly? You'll need to find out on your own.
Alright, well, I mean, we only have one last thing that we can talk about, that being the Necronomicon, so let's just talk about it.
The Necronomicon.
Amazing. I mean, we just say, the Necronomicon, and then we're immediately to the next piece of dialogue. I mean, you seem to know more about it.
You seem to know more about it than I do. What is it?
Many things. We might call it holy, and we might be mistaken. Holy as in not of this world.
Debatable, but do go on.
It changes things.
Sherlock Holmes over here.
It chooses roles. It alters the very nature of things. But it does it when it wants, or when the stars are right. And if it makes its way into the wrong hands, it ends existence itself.
Well, that's encouraging. But mine are not the wrong hands, right? Right?
They're not the most competent. That much is clear.
No, they are not, I think.
Well, thanks for your, vote of confidence in Buzz here, but, I don't know, why does it keep changing?
Why does it keep changing?
The Necronomicon is chaos in written, volatile form.
Well, I mean, that's a very quick and concise answer to my question. Barnabas, you're about as helpful as Kite, being that you spend most of your time just either not answering my questions or making fun of me. It's great. It's like I have two cats now. So, I don't know, what do the pages hold?
What do its pages hold? What language is it written in, and what does it all mean?
I've never read it, nor do I want to. All I have to go on are rumors and whispers, but both hold more and more power in this world. As for the meaning of the words, some of them are most probably incantations or instructions of some kind.
Instructions?
Yes, and stories.
Stories? What stories?
It does not matter now. You must focus on your next move.
Well, I mean, I could answer this question being yes, it would be safer in his hands. But I'm sure Barnabas will give some sort of cryptic answer about how it's far more important for it to be in your hands because that is the role that you were chosen for. So let's just hear it from his mouth in his soothing voice.
Would it be safer in your hands? You do seem to know a lot more about it.
No. Maybe I fear it more than you do, but that is not why I refuse it. It is not for me to bear it.
Yeah, I guess I needed to turn Kitty back.
Yes, you need to do that.
Well, only mostly called it. Sure, pure chaos, but...
You said the book is pure chaos, but Olmstein is about rules and balance? How does that work?
You make a good point. For a while now, I've been suspecting there must exist a counterpoint to the chaotic tome. If there is such a thing, it should be sought out before it's too late.
Great, but I have no leads, no nothing. Can you help out in any way?
I am considering it. Let me think about it.
What was that?
I think they're coming. The stairs. Damn it! Quick, out the window.
Are you serious? It's really up high.
Have faith. You can make it. I'll hold them back.
But I don't know what to do or where to go or...
There's no time. Go! Go! Find peace. Find peace.
Well, that took a bit of a turn. Oh, it's Ktype.
Hey there, Buzz. Fancy running into you.
Mr. Ktype!
Please, call me Don. Welcoming town, Fishmouth, ain't it?
Yeah, lovely. Boy, am I glad to see you. You okay, Don?
Well, I have no shoes and I don't know how to running, but aside from that, I'm all right. You headed my way. Got a thing or two to catch up on.
Let's talk about it in Darkham. Taxi!
Amazing. So now the dynamic duo, well, is now a dynamic trio. It's time to...
All right, we should be safe in here. I hope. Better keep the lights down.
You don't happen to have any cat food lying around, do you?
I keep forgetting it can speak.
It? Rude.
Look, I let you two rest all the drive here from Fishmouth, but now it's time for us to buck up, get our coconuts situated, and work out where we're at.
Right. So, what happened to you?
I cracked lid in the underbunk of some lunatic cult. These guys were also after the Necronomicon, but apparently you gave them the slip. Not the sharpest crayons in the box.
The Starry Knowledge Cult.
Yeah, how'd you know? Anyway, they kneel and keel to some kind of rock what came from the stars. Supposed to croak ya or give you some kind of vision beyond time if you lay your mitts on it.
So, did you?
Now I glow in the dark. The Haunter's Mark, they call it. Ain't something I'd believe if I read it in the pulps, but now it's on me, I can't deny it. Things have definitely gone 15 shades of bizarro. And there's a talking cat.
Again, I'm right here. Rude.
Whoa. Did you try using your power?
I didn't get the chance. I snuck out and crept around those smelly streets until I saw you legging it. That's about it. What you got?
Well, I read from the book and now Kitty talks. Well, there's that. Then I visited a voodoo dude who told me to look for this Bob Olmstein guy in Fishmouth. Long story short, Olmstein had already left, but I did meet your employer. Fella by the name of Barnabas. Pretty big guy, white dreadlocks and beard, maybe in his 50s.
Huh. I'll have to look him up in my files.
Yeah, well, Barnabas is convinced Olmstein is of almost, divine nature. And there's also another cult called the Esoteric Order of Dagon, and they're about to have their creepy festival in Fishmouth soon. Oh, and there's a guy called the Butcher. Oh, just saying it all out loud makes my head spin.
I know about those esoteric weirdos. Not the first time they completely shut off Fishmouth to do God knows what. Butcher. Those starry kooks mentioned him.
All Barnabas told me was to keep the Necronomicon away from the Butcher at all cost. And you know what's weird? Barnabas hired you to find the book, but he wouldn't take it when I offered it.
Strange. Well, he did pay up front, so he's all right as far as I'm concerned. So, what do we do now?
You, wanna help?
Kid, strange and mysterious are why I work this beat. Now that I've lost my shoes and my hand is all magic-like, this old bloodhound ain't going back to the kennel until he's got some answers.
Boy, am I glad to hear that. Alright, well, there's two things. One, apparently there must be some item that counterbalances the Necronomicon's chaos, so we should probably look for that. And two, Barnabas told me to find peace. I kinda wanna research that online. You do have internet, right?
Yeah, there should be some in that laptop thing.
Oh, brother.
You look into that. I want to see what this Haunter's Mark is all about.
Alright, looks like we get to switch over to K-type, which is interesting. I wonder if we actually have magical powers, and the fact that Kid A is just sort of in the middle of these two idiots just makes it just so much better. Alright, well, the question we have to ask ourselves is, what do we have? We have, as always, Don's Diary, which has an interesting thing to read. Oh god. Oh, he moves fast. Alright, well, ran into Buzz running down the street as soon as I tore that Starry Knowledge temple wall down. Turns out we were in Fishmouth. That explains the stench. Made it to the office in one piece. Well, 3 pieces. Myself, Buzz, and his talking cat. Yeah, the cat talks. And it's not the only supernatural development since the hand I grabbed the shining trapezohedron with glows and is all magic-like. Turns out I might be able to read the past. Wonder what else this case has in store for me. Gotta love it. Alright, so we have a safe, we have Kite, we have a filing cabinet, Venetian blinds. Very apt. Diplomas. Ooh, the laptop and Buzz and the desk and a door. Alright, well, I mean, let's start with the files. What? Interesting. So, well, he has Kite as an option. We now have this mark.
That's my safe. Right now, it's guarding a whole lot of nothing.
Not like an extra pair of shoes or anything?
It'll come in handy. Someday.
Alright, well, that's fair.
Ugh! Drag this all the way up here and I bet it's empty, Joey. I bet it.
Yeah, I'm with you on that, Vince. Man, those were some judgmental movers.
Whoa, you sounded eerie. And you were talking in a couple of different voices.
Never been much of a thespian, so I guess the Haunter's Mark does work.
I think you were channeling the movers. How long ago was that?
I don't know. Years. I had a feeling I shouldn't tip the short, annoying one.
Well, you can now legit read the past.
Future would have probably been more helpful, but I'm not complaining. All right, give me a minute to look up this Barnabas fella.
Well, this has definitely been interesting already. So now, of course, much as we need to start using Kitty on everything, we have to use this Haunter's Mark. Like, wow, this is gonna be fun. All right.
That there's Kitty. For a talking animal, she's pretty uncommunicative. She doesn't like me. Can't say the feeling's mutual. She's mean and tight-lipped. I can appreciate that. I don't think the Haunter's Mark works on her.
That's interesting.
Hey, Kitty.
Is it important?
No.
Let me know when it is.
Okay, Kitty.
Yep, that's a cat for you.
Those belong to the guy what rented here before me. Never cared enough to take him down.
That's interesting.
Psychic Evaluator, Diploma of Excellence. Hey, they're conversation pieces.
Oh my goodness.
Can you believe this guy, Joey? Didn't even bother taking those old diplomas down.
That says something about a man, Vince. Don't ask me what, though.
So yeah, it's just kind of like interesting hearing stuff.
The #1 cause of horizontally intermittent tan. Occupational hazard.
Wow, Venetian blinds.
Well, you know, clients sort of expect them.
That is fair.
Nah, I'd rather not open them more. It's best we don't alert anyone to our presence.
That is a very good point, but, as always...
Hey, Joey, check it out. Venetian blinds. Guy thinks he's Sam Spade or something.
Let's just get that desk up here, Vince.
Wow.
That's my laptop. I barely ever use the thing.
He is such, like, a stereotypical old-school private detective. It's just amazing.
It's being put to good use.
At least someone's using it.
You think this guy goes incognito? You think his browsing history is open enough? Want to look at it? Want to take a peek?
The way that guy looks and dresses, I doubt he even knows how to turn the stupid thing on.
It sounds like they were right.
Ugh, man, this thing must weigh a ton. This guy better tip well.
Wouldn't count on it, Vince. He ain't for money, I can tell you that.
Just my desk.
Nothing special.
It's functional.
It does do the job.
Nothing useful inside.
All right. Well, I think with that, our only things we can... Actually, let's look at Buzz.
It's Buzz. I guess we're sort of partners now. Never really needed a partner, but I can use the company.
Interesting.
He's nothing like me. Maybe
That-
it's for the best.
That's 100% true.
The Haunter's mark doesn't work on him.
That's interesting. So it seems to work on, like, inanimate objects.
I want to look up Barnabas first.
Okay. Well, this has definitely been an interesting bit of episode. We've abandoned Barnabas to what I can only assume is a very fishy-based death. We have run back into K-Type, and we are now a dynamic trio as opposed to a dynamic duo, and we're about to look at Barnabas. But unfortunately for now, that's all the time we have, so thank you very much for joining me here once again at Point to Play Games, and I look forward to seeing you next time.